Learning English through jokes. Shrewish ladies. I was sitting in a bar one day and two really large women came in, talking in an interesting accent. So I said, "Cool accent, are you two ladies from Ireland?" One of them snarled at me, "It's Wales, Dumbo." So I corrected myself. "Oh, right, so are you two whales from Ireland?" That's about as far as I remember. I don't know. Little Johnny asked his mother.
Where does the wind come from?
I don't know.
Why do dogs bark?
I don't know.
Why is the earth round?
I don't know.
Disturb you that I ask so much?
No, please ask, otherwise you will never learn anything. An idiot man. Two guys are out hunting in the woods when one of them collapses. He doesn't appear to be breathing. His eyes are glazed over. The other man pulls out his phone with trembling fingers and calls 911. He gasps.
My friend is dead. What can I do?
The operator says, "Please stay calm. I will help you. First of all, let's make sure he's dead." There's a silence, then a gunshot. The guy gets back on the phone and says,
Okay, now what?
"Misunderstanding."
A wife arrives home late at night from a business trip and quietly opens the door to her bedroom. But she notices 4 legs instead of 2 peeking from under the blanket. Seized by a fit of rage, she reaches for a baseball bat and starts hitting the blanket until the screaming stops. Still in shock, she lurches to the kitchen to have a drink. As she enters, she sees her husband there, reading a magazine. "Oh, welcome home, darling," he says. "My parents came for a visit, so I let them have our bedroom. I hope you said hello."
A talking frog.
An older gentleman was playing a round of golf. Suddenly, his ball sliced and landed in a shallow pond. As he was attempting to retrieve the ball, he discovered a frog who, to his great surprise, started to speak.
"Kiss me, and I will change into a beautiful princess, and I will be yours for a week."
He picked up the frog and placed it in his pocket. As he continued to play golf, the frog repeated its message.
"Kiss me, and I will change into a beautiful princess, and I will be yours for a whole month."
The man continued to play his golf game, and once again the frog spoke out.
"Kiss me, and I will change into a beautiful princess, and I will be yours for a whole year."
Finally, the old man turned to the frog and exclaimed, "At my age, I'd rather have a talking frog."
A big decision.
A 6-year-old boy walked up to his father one day and announced,
"Daddy, I'd like to get married."
His father replied hesitantly, "Sure, son. Do you have anyone special in mind?"
"Yes,
answered the boy.
I want to marry Grandma."
"Now wait a minute," said his father. "You don't think I'd let you get married with my mother, do you?"
"Why not?
the boy asked.
You married mine."
Improve your memory. 2 elderly couples were enjoying friendly conversation when one of the men asked the other,
"Fred, how was the memory clinic you went to last month?" "Outstanding,"
Fred replied.
"They taught us all the latest psychological techniques, visualization, association. It has made a big difference for me." "That's great. What about the name of the clinic?"
Fred went blank. He thought and thought but couldn't remember. Then a smile broke across his face and he asked,
"What do you call that flower with the long stem and thorns?"
You mean a rose? Yes, that's it.
Then he turned to his wife and asked,
Rose, what was the name of that clinic?
"Strange thing," a French boy said to his friend.
My younger sister is 10 years old, but she can speak English rather well.
His friend smiled and replied,
It isn't a strange thing. When my family traveled to London, I met a little girl who was about 5 years old, and she spoke English like the wind.
"So?" the teacher asked.
John, what are 4 basic elements in nature?
John answered,
Fire, air, soil, and...
And what?
the teacher asked.
Try to remember.
And...
John was embarrassed. The teacher knew that his pupil couldn't remember that the 4th element was water. Therefore, he gave a hint.
What do you clean your hands with?
John excitedly screamed.
Soap. Doorbell. Everyone loved Priest John. He was a happy, jolly fellow, always willing to help or lend a hand. One time, John was walking down the street, humming a tune, when he saw a little boy trying to reach the doorbell of a nearby house.
Hey there, Sonny.
Said John.
Let me help you out.
And with that, John reached out and pressed the bell.
Anything else I can do for you?
Asked John with a smile.
Yes.
Said the boy.
Run! We've only got a few seconds before they come.